Welcome to Psychology Refresh. Today we're going to rank MBTI personalities based on their charisma. Make sure to watch each one and find out which personalities are charismatic and which are awkward. Some personality types are very charismatic and some are more awkward. Each individual has their own level of charisma. However, based on general tendencies, we have ranked each one of 16 personality types in one of these categories. Here is the MBTI personalities ranking based on their charisma. Number 1. ISTJ. ISTJs are commonly referred to as the world's worker bees. They are motivated and well-organized individuals who constantly push themselves to complete tasks. Although ISTJs may not be thought of as the most immediately charismatic individuals, they do have a natural manner of speaking. ISTJs are actually very good with people, despite the fact that they may not naturally exude jaw-dropping charisma. Number 2. ISFJ. Despite not being the most gregarious, ISFJs are usually very charming. Others frequently genuinely love having them in their lives because of their kind and giving nature. ISFJs don't make a point of attracting attention, yet they have a subtle charm that is frequently extremely warmly received by others. Furthermore, ISFJs have a lot of warmth, which makes them charming. Number 3. ESTJ. ESTJs are typically very gregarious and very focused on interpersonal communication. Some people may find them annoying or noisy, but others find them to be incredibly endearing and entertaining. People who appreciate the ESTJ's sense of humor and communication regard them as being incredibly charismatic. If you are enjoying our content, please give this video a like, subscribe to our channel, and do not forget to turn on the notification bell. Number 4. ESFJ. Since ESFJs typically have a keen understanding of others' emotions, they may come across as inherently charismatic. They frequently have the ability to study a room and determine how to influence the moods of those around. The ESFJ can answer in a way that will get a favorable response by drawing on their understanding of other people. ESFJs are charismatic individuals with the correct amount of effort, especially if they want to be. However, they might become largely preoccupied by their environment, which would sharpen their attention to get things done. ESFJs merely want to make other people happy, especially the people they care about. Number 5. INFJ. Despite their tendency to avoid them, INFJs are frequently excellent with people. They might only want to be around a small number of people and love their alone time. INFJs have the potential to be excellent communicators if they put out the effort. They have a natural way with words, which in some circumstances can make them rather charismatic. As a result, they are adept at navigating the crowd and figuring out how to portray themselves as required. Since they frequently have a geeky component to their personality, INFJs may not naturally be the most charismatic people. The INFJ releases a more laid-back and honest side of themselves when they feel at ease with someone. Number 6. INFP. Considering that they have an unconventional sense of humor, INFPs might not consider themselves to be charismatic. People are captivated by how remarkable they are, which draws them in thanks to their distinctive and perhaps eccentric ways. The INFP may become less personable and more reticent with strangers as a result, though. Although they usually have a great sense of humor, they might not share this side of themselves with everyone they meet. INFPs frequently reserve their more endearing traits for the select few who get to see them. Number 7. ENFJ. People are drawn to ENFJs because they are charismatic and naturally good with others. They excel at being the focus of attention and are frequently amusing. Even though they usually do not put themselves first, others find their personalities to be so endearing that they like listening to them. ENFJs are incredibly charismatic people because of their ease with interacting with others and their comprehension of their emotions. Number 8. ENFP. ENFPs are incredibly charming people who frequently keep others intrigued. They frequently use their magnetic personalities to manipulate others into doing whatever they desire. The ENFP certainly have an awkward and ridiculous side to them, but that does not mean that they are not able to charm the pants off of just about everyone they come across. Number 9. ISTP. Most of the time, ISTPs remain to themselves and prefer to be by themselves. ISTPs don't surround themselves with others, but when they do decide to come out of hiding, they may be rather captivating. People are frequently attracted to the ISTP's bad boy, bad girl looks and are utterly amazed by their cool attitudes. Because of their inherent attractiveness, ISTPs may find that they are attracting more attention than they would want. Number 10. ISFP. ISFPs are typically reserved people who like to be by themselves. They certainly have a certain charm about them naturally, but they frequently hide it. However, the ISFP might occasionally come across as awkward, particularly if they have spent too much time alone themselves. They have a knack for winning others over, and they usually use their inventiveness as a tool to deal with particular social situations. Number 11. ESTP. ESTPs are inherently very appealing people, especially when they are pursuing their goals. The ability to captivate people comes naturally to ESTPs. If they choose to, ESTPs are frequently quite skilled at manipulating others. They are portrayed as having exceptionally smooth personalities and being the more endearing and sophisticated characters in both fiction and television. The joy and excitement that ESTPs experience only enhances their inherent charisma. Number 12. ESFP. The natural performers of the personality world, ESFPs genuinely delight in making others happy. They are great at keeping people engaged and frequently find themselves in the spotlight. They do have a fascinating way about them, especially given that they approach people with complete confidence. The fact that the ESFP isn't scared to take chances and fail makes them, for the most part, fairly charismatic. Number 13. INTJ. Given that they prefer to spend the majority of their time alone, INTJs may not be particularly captivating by nature. They do, nevertheless, possess the capacity to pick up on and comprehend new scenarios. An INTJ who has practiced imitating others may possess acting skills that make them more charming. The INTJ has a great way with words, even if they don't always draw the desired audience with their charismatic performances. The more sociable INTJ will be excellent at talking their way into and out of a wide variety of problems. Their ability to persuade others of whatever they want might be a big value to them. Number 14. INTP. INTPs are typically perceived as more awkward than charismatic. This is not to say that INTPs are not incredibly likable. In fact, many people find that INTPs have a gravitas that draws them in. They can discover that they simply dislike forced social situations and would rather keep their opinions to themselves. The INTP's inner mind is an amazing area, brimming with original ideas and concepts. They are not always the friendliest individuals, but that is just because that is the mood. They are projecting to keep people at a distance. Number 15. ENTJ. ENTJs usually excel at taking charge of a room and have very outsized personalities. They have a strong sense of charisma and are adept at keeping others amused. Because they are skilled at getting what they want, ENTJs may employ a more threatening strategy to control others. But in the end, ENTJs are likable people with a great sense of humor. They are great at engaging in conversation with others, even complete strangers if they deem it necessary. The charismatic ways of the ENTJ often aid them in navigating a variety of social and professional circumstances. Number 16. ENTP. Due to their exceptional charisma, ENTPs frequently find themselves in the spotlight. They usually have fairly sharp senses of humor that have everyone in the room in stitches. ENTPs are good at persuading people to agree with them and have excellent communication skills. ENTPs are exceptional at figuring out just how to act around other people in order to make them more likable to them thanks to their intelligence and observational skills. Even when people are upset with them, the ENTP typically manages to make them appreciate being around them. These videos will be really helpful for you.